In order for you to really grasp the absolute value behind Bitcoin and related technologies, one would need to comprehend at the very least a remedial level of how banks and payment systems actually function. Payments are one of the main use cases that can be applied to Bitcoin and its native blockchain. Up until the creation of Bitcoin back in 2009, every single digital network handling payment transactions locally or on a global scale have been centralized legacy financial systems, owned and operated by the banking cartels. It was designed in such a way so that government and the banks that they puppeteer should remain in control of the movement of money. I've always believed that the one thing that is more powerful than money is the ability to control its movement. If I am in a position to control a currency, as well as its participants within that particular economic system, I can become a very powerful actor, not only in the financial space, but possibly more importantly, in globalization as well. What is globalization, you ask? Let me explain. Globalization is the word used to describe the growing interdependence of the world's economies, cultures, and populations, brought about by cross-border trade in goods and services, technology, flows of investment, people, and most importantly, the flow of currency. Are you starting to understand why controlling the movement of money is so important to these people? Wielding such a sword allows you to pick and choose who gets to participate in these centralized payment systems and who gets locked out. Let's not forget, they also make a killing on the billions of dollars in transaction charges incurred from merchant fees that you, the consumer, has to pay, which on average are at least 2 to 3%, with estimates suggesting that major banks can generate billions of dollars in revenue annually from credit card transactions alone. The networks that you and I utilize almost every single day are what you would call closed payment systems. Everything from the grocery store, going to a gas station, or even sending money to a friend are ran on these payment rails. Every single time you use a debit card or a credit card, you're transacting on these systems that are controlled by the banks and their constituents. These types of payment networks are very restrictive, expensive, and centralized, meaning they require a third party to keep the network secured and functional. Such networks are put into place to keep you, the consumer, controlled and corralled. And with the illusion of choice in place, you don't realize that you have been assimilated into the system. Now, on the opposite end of that spectrum are decentralized payment networks, like the Bitcoin blockchain. These are payment networks in which participants can exchange money without the necessity of a third party in order to secure the network or to ensure network functionality. i.e., it's a trustless system that we can transact on without the overlords of finance watching over our shoulders. Imagine a world where we are able to transact with each other without exploitation, fees that would be fractions of a penny to send money locally or even globally, or if you were able to send value as quickly as I can send an email or a text message. That world exists now with the adoption of Bitcoin and distributed ledger technology. This technology has created financial inclusion on a scale that we have never seen before, and has enabled individuals on a global level to disconnect from government in order to govern their own money. Since the inception of Bitcoin, these institutions have been trying to convince you that these new technologies should not be trusted, that they are for criminals and money launderers. They have put forward their poster boys like Warren Buffett, along with other traditional investing dinosaurs, to come out and tell you that Bitcoin is rat poison, while they have been secretly accumulating it behind the curtains. But here's the truth. Bitcoin and related technologies are the exits that we have been looking for from the system. The Bitcoin network is borderless. It does not discriminate against your race, color, sex, religious beliefs, or political beliefs. It is a trustless system that allows anyone from anywhere to participate. It is our responsibility to educate ourselves and to make the proper decisions to the best of our abilities. Research and aggregate information that will help you distribute your wealth into real estate, gold, silver, crypto, etc. Learn how to grow your money. No one is coming to save you. This is the reality that people are facing right now. For too long, we have trusted these manipulated systems. We've put our wealth into the hands of those who only have their own interests in mind. The real question is, what will you do now? Do you continue to participate in this manipulated economy? Or do you choose to exit the system